The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Balde. Araujo. Pedri. De Jong. Martin. De Jong. Araujo. Rodrigo. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Now that's a fine challenge. Araujo. Rafinha. Martin. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. So much time and space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Pedri. Martin. Yamal. Rudiger gets good distance on it. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Yamal. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that's well done, really robust. De Jong. Martin. De Jong. Mbappe. Camavinga. Chouameni, gently done. Out to the right. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Lewandowski. Yamal forwards and with intent. And it's Pedri. And here's Rafinha. Cross from climbs up big. Good take, and he shoots! It's gone in, he's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Rodrigo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Lewandowski. Pedri, aim forwards. And it's Balde. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Camavinga. Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Martin. Koundé. Rafinha. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Proves too strong. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. And here's Rodrigo. Martin. Now it's Lewandowski.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Great defending, strong and determined. Tchouaméni. And it goes cross-field. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Rodrigo. Thinks one through. That's really well cleared. They've won a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Araujo, and it's Balde. Yamal. Tchouaméni. Camavinga, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Eder Militao, shifted upfield. Alexander-Arnold. He decides to cross it. Out for a throw. Such a clever touch. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Tchouaméni. And it's played forward. Out towards the flank. He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Martin. Kubasu. Pedri. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo shifted upfield. Pedri. De Jong. Koundé forwards and with intent. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior knocks it out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Camavinga. Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. That's the throw. Vinicius Junior. Eder Militao. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, nice touch. Camavinga. Lovely bit of skill. Alexander-Arnold. Shot a goal! De Jong. Balde. Pedri. De Jong. Played towards the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Camavinga gets a foot in here. De Jong. Pedri. Lewandowski. Mbappe. Rudiger. Howson. Tchouaméni moved on forwards. Camavinga. Rodrigo. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pedri. De Jong. Araujo. Aim forwards. Howson. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Played back in. Rodrigo! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Koundé. And here's Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Can he deliver? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's played in. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's the shot! Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Who's he going to play in? Pedri. Yamal. Balde. That is lovely. That is good strength. Very nicely done. Swept in. Camavinga.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
That has found it in acres of space. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Rafinha. It's anyone's ball now. Played out wide. Lovely feet. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Chouameni. Lewandowski. De Jong. And here's Yamal. Barcelona have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
De Jong. Muscular approach does pay off here. Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Rodrigo. Oh, that's nice. So who's he picking out? Camavinga. That is a brilliant interception. Rafinha. De Jong. And it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski spread out to the left. Oh, sweet feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? Araujo. Barcelona out in front with an early advantage. Howson. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Out towards the flank. Tchouameni. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Camavinga. Tchouameni. And here's Rodrigo. Vinicius tries a shot! Rafinha. Kubasi. Balde gently done. Yamal. Pedri. Clipped into space. Now it's Yamal. Back when it goes. Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Over to the left. Can he latch onto this? There will be a throw-in. Yamal. Balde. Yamal. Martin. Rafinha. Martin chooses to go cross-field. Pedri. De Jong played out to the left flank. Pedri. Yamal. Nice physical challenge. Rodrigo. Tchouameni. Yamal wins the duel this time. Araujo. Martin. Pedri. Araujo. Tchouameni. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. And it's Balde. Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Calmly anticipates. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Tchouameni. And here's Mbappe. That was very necessary. Yamal. Balde. Pedri. Balde. De Jong. Rafinha. Foot in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Courtois claims it, and the danger passes. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. He's being urged to shoot. Moved on forwards. Balde. Yamal. Balde. Araujo. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. That's really well manoeuvred. Rodrigo. Back into the middle. Koundé clears it away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's played in here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! Lacking in accuracy. Rafinha, Koundé, De Jong, and it's played forward. Chouameni. Oh, good spread. Played back in. And here's Rodrigo. And the ball's come loose here. Lewandowski is on a run down the left wing. He is through here. Lewandowski. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Nice control. Reclaimed it in a trice. Vinicius Junior. Eden Militao. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. That's a throw. Nicely shaped cross. He's cut it out. Martin. Kubasi. Balde. Pedri. Balde. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. De Jong.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Balde. De Jong. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Eder Militao. He's given away a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Cleared away. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Yamal's cross. That's an excellent interception. Pedri. Now who's going to be first to this? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Howson shifted upfield. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Now it's Vinicius Junior. They get a throw in. That's tidy. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Looking for a decent ball in. He's in a great position. Oh, shooting chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Rafinha. Martin. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. And it's De Jong. De Jong. Pedri. Knocks it out wide. De Jong. Araujo. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Rafinha on a charge down the left. Courtois drops his gloves on it. Nice and calm. Kunde. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Chouameni. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Played out to the right. Yamal. Yamal head out towards the right wing. Now then, the ball's come loose. Camavinga. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. That's a dangerous shapes to shoot! That's going to go a long way. Proves too strong. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. De Jong. Pedri. Araujo, aim forwards. Yamal. Pedri. Lovely, now then. He can get that clear. Looking for a corner. Gets it away. Camavinga shifted upfield. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Oh, good spread. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Oh, he's in! Is slick, the speed is slippery, the defence though able to hold on this time. De Jong, Martin, Rafinha, Martin, Rafinha, De Jong, Koundé, Pedri. Oh, can he get onto this? Araujo, Balde, Yamal, and here's Lewandowski, played out wide. And the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tchouaméni over towards the opposite flank. And it's Camavinga. And here's Rodrigo. Balde, gently done. Rafinha tries to dink it through. Cleared away. Camavinga moved on forwards. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Koundé. De Jong. Araujo. Pedri. Kustami, Pedri, Araujo forwards and with intent. Camavinga, Vinicius Junior, Camavinga, Vinicius Junior. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Balde. Kustami, Koundé, Balde, De Jong, Rafinha, Martin, De Jong, Koundé, throw. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Kustami is there, and he can get that clear. Camavinga. Chouameni. Camavinga. Camavinga. De Jong. Kustami. Pedri. Yamal. And it's Balde. Balde. Yamal. Played into space out wide. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Rudiger. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Out to the right. Now it's Rodrigo. Showing good feet. And here's Rodrigo. And here's Camavinga. Rodrigo. That's a nice ball. Kustami can get it clear. Araujo. It's Lewandowski. It's a promising position. Yamal. It's a threatening ball. Goes for a shot! Chouameni. Camavinga. Does really well to win the ball there. Camavinga. Cleared without complication. That's a throw. Caresses it through. Rodrigo. De Jong. Kustami. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Balde. Hit into the middle. Rudiger gets it clear. Rafinha. It's a good foot in there. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chouameni. Nice interception, well timed. Rafinha. Martin. Kunde. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior. Lewandowski. Pedri. Araujo. Pedri. De Jong. De Jong, aim forwards. Eder Militao, 15 minutes till half-time. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Tchouaméni. Neat, and that's aimed into the middle. Martin getting this one clear. And here's Rodrigo. Cross goes in there. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Tries to get it clear. Rafinha. Martin. De Jong. Pedri. Valde looks to the other side. Martin. Koundé. Pedri. Yamal. Tchouaméni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Crossfield changing the point of attack. Camavinga. Rafinha is the guilty party there.
Rodrigo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
De Jong. Koundé. Muscular approach does pay off here. Vinicius Junior done delicately. And back to the goalkeeper. Araujo. Koundé. De Jong. Koundé. Kubasi. Al Kubasi forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior succumbs to the pressure. Yamal. Araujo. Valde. De Jong. Martin. De Jong. Martin. Koundé. Araujo. Pedri. Martin. Koundé. De Jong. Al Kubasi, gently done. That's really well manoeuvred. Rodrigo. Rodrigo shifted upfield. Played out to the right. That's good play. Rodrigo. And here's Rodrigo. That's very neat. Danger averted for now. Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vinicius Junior! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Tchouaméni. He is just caressing the ball. Out to the right, ball comes in.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Yamal. Oh, that's well done, really robust. De Jong. Yamal. Back into the middle. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha. Oh, it's played into the area. A chance to play it in. Very nicely done. Delivered across. Eder Militao. Chance for a shot! Picks it up out wide. That's tidy. Plenty waiting in the middle. He's shooting! Martin. And it's played forward. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Yamal. In with the challenge. The referee's awarded a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Vinicius Junior. Nice control. Rodrigo. Spread out to the left. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's been won straight back. Moved on forwards. And it's Lewandowski. Araujo. Pedri. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Pedri forwards and with intent. Rodrigo. Camavinga. And he thumps it clear. Ter Stegen sends that a long way. Lewandowski heading out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the clearance is short. Helsing. Eden Militao, aim forwards. De Jong, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Balde. And it's Pedri. Yamal, oh, good spread. Pedri. De Jong. Tchouaméni. Out to the right. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Balde. Pedri, gently down. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Koundé. It's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha. Pedri. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Yamal. Balde. Araujo. Yamal. De Jong. Araujo, and he goes cross-field. Camavinga, forwards and with intent. Rodrigo, played out to the right, played back in. Decent chance! Great defending, strong and determined. Can he finish?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Played towards the other side. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That is lovely. Played into the middle. Al-Kubashi is there and he can get that clear. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Now here's the delivery. Does well to get it back. Alexander-Arnold. He's got to be in here! Yamal. Proves too strong. Rodrigo. Camavinga. And here's Camavinga. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Tchouaméni. And here's Camavinga. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Camavinga really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yamal, gently down. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. De Jong.
Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Nifty challenge, but fair enough. Pedri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries a deft little ball. Rafinha. And it's played forward. And it's Pedri. Rafinha. Martin. And here's Lewandowski. Great chance! Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. That is very well defended. Vinicius Junior. Great work on the overlap. And here's Vinicius Junior. Yamal shifted upfield. Valde. Out towards the flank. And here's Lewandowski. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao, aim forwards. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's neat. It's Camavinga. Camavinga, it's a delicate pass. Rafinha. Yamal. Pedri. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Araujo gently done. Moved on forwards. Eder Militao. Forwards and with intent. Gone out for a throw-in. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, nice touch. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. Chance! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Mbappe clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Martin. Rafinha. Pedri. Yamal. Knocks it out wide. Valde. Pedri. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Big chance! Camavinga. Aimed in towards the centre. Rodrigo. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And here's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Now it's finished. Vinicius Junior! Rafinha. Succumbs to the pressure. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Cross deflected behind for a corner. That has been knocked clear. Vinicius Junior. And it's Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. He's had a shot! Not a save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Tries to get it clear. And that's a throw. Now it's Rodrigo. Crossed into the middle. Araujo can get it clear. Lewandowski. Oh, easy pickings there. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. And he's heaved it away. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That's really well manoeuvred. Balde. 2 minutes to be added on. Martin. Rafinha. De Jong. Now he's wondering who wants it. And here's Lewandowski. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Rafinha. Looking to go deep. And that is not finding anyone. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior played out to the left flank. And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Vinicius Junior has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski played out towards the right wing. This looks promising. Rodrigo. Howson off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Rodrigo. And they've got a throw. Tchouaméni. Lovely feet. Well read, and the danger is averted. Tchouaméni, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Kubasi. Balde. Pedri. De Jong. Camavinga, Vinicius Junior into the channel. He shoots! Rafinha, Martin, Koundé, pass just lacking in accuracy. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Hit into the middle. And he's dealt with that well. Rodrigo. And the shot! Rafinha. De Jong. Rafinha. Kubasi. How Kubasi gently done. Shot, surely! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Howson, played over towards the opposite flank. Martin. Koundé. Kubasi. How Kubasi shifted upfield. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Tchouaméni, Howson. He's going all the way! Araujo is there and he can get that clear. Vinicius Junior! Test. Oh, they could be caught out here. Yamal, Koundé, Martin, Rafinha, Rodrigo, and here's Mbappe, played back to the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Martin, Rafinha, Koundé, Pedri, De Jong, Koundé, Araujo, aim forwards, Tchouaméni, Vinicius Junior, now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Koundé, De Jong, Kubasi. Oh, good spread. Yamal, now he's off and running. Balde, probing pass. That'll be a throw. And here's Yamal, and it's Pedri. Yamal. Balde. Time to deliver. And that's aimed. It's a mighty effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that has been cleared. Now it's De Jong. And it's Martin. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Koundé. De Jong. Rodrigo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. It's a loose ball. Yamal. Araujo. Pedri. De Jong. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pedri forwards and with intent. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Camavinga shifted upfield. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Araujo. De Jong. And it's played forward. Pedri. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Rafinha. Nice physical challenge. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Rafinha. Martin. Koundé. De Jong. Kubasi. Balde. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Brilliantly cut out. De Jong. Rafinha. Martin. Kubasi. Pedri. Araujo. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Lovely bit of skill. There are a few waiting for it. That's very neat. Rudiger. Camavinga. Oh, that's nice. gone for a throw-in. Rafinha. Pedri. Balde. Yamal. Balde. Pedri. Araujo. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Vinicius Junior, gently done. Rodrigo! Rafinha. Pedri. Araujo. Moved on forwards. Rudiger. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is a Vinicius Junior! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Camavinga. So who's he picking out? And that has been clubbed away. Camavinga. Out to the left it goes. Played in with purpose. Balde. Araujo. Balde. Kustami. De Jong. Rafinha. Martin. Araujo. Yamal. Pedri. Yamal. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. And it's played forward. Vinicius Junior. Over to the left. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Muscular approach does pay off here. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well read, nice interception. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Spread out to the left. That's good play. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Rodrigo. Trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, he's one of these players, Peter, who plays the percentage game. If you keep playing him in, something's bound to happen.
Pedri. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. De Jong. Kustami. Tchouaméni. That's really well manoeuvred. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Koundé wins the duel this time. Kustami. Araujo. Pedri. Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined. Rafinha. Martin. Rafinha. Pedri. De Jong. Balde. Yamal. And it's Balde. Yamal. Pedri. Martin trying to keep this in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Pedri. Martin. Rafinha. Araujo. Pedri. Koundé, gently done. And here's Rodrigo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. De Jong shifted upfield. Camavinga. Camavinga chooses to go cross-field. Back into the middle. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Well read, and the danger is averted. Balde. Pedri. Araujo. De Jong. Pedri. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Succumbs to the pressure. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. Cross goes in there.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Mbappe! That has been knocked clear. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Lewandowski. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal. Balde. Yamal. Balde. Vinicius Junior looking for a runner. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Camavinga, aim forwards. Searching passes played there. Takes a shot! Oh, it's gone in! They are right back in business. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pedri. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi, gently done. De Jong. And it's Lewandowski. Balde. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Lewandowski. Howson. That's really well manoeuvred. Martin. Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Balde. Lewandowski. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Header! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Yamal. Howson. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Rafinha. Eder Militao makes the interception. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That has been cut short. And it's played forward. Vinicius Junior. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. And he has been fouled there. And the shot's on here. No way through, so back it comes. Vinicius Junior!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Can he stop it? Could be danger here. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. Yamal. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Played out to the right. Ah, such a clever touch. Oh, what a... And the finish! Rafinha. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Pedri. Martin, and it's lofted through here. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. Looks to the other side. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Jong moved on forwards. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Camavinga played over towards the opposite flank. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior played out wide. Proves too strong. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. De Jong, out to the right. And it's Martin. Rafinha. De Jong. Yamal. Pedri. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Rafinha chips it through, tries to get it clear, and here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Araujo. Rafinha. Martin. De Jong. Balde. Pedri. Balde. De Jong. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. And here's Lewandowski. And here's Lewandowski, purring through the gears.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's there to get it away. Martin. Rafinha. De Jong. Yamal. Pedri. De Jong. Yamal. Balde. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold drives forward on the overlap. Mbappe, chance! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
De Jong. Martin. De Jong. Martin. Koundé. Balde. De Jong. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Out towards the flank. That's a nicely weighted pass. Balde looking to get on the end of this. Yamal in once more. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior played out to the left flank. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. He's there to get rid. And it's hoisted clear. Balde. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Rafinha have it back and can go again. Yamal. It's run loose here. De Jong. Yamal. Yamal. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Chouameni chooses to go cross-field. Camavinga shifted upfield. Rodrigo. Nice physical challenge. Rafinha. Koundé. Kubasi. Araujo. Barcelona to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Yamal. Balde. Showing good feet. Yamal. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And a chance! He can get that clear. A searching ball out wide. Balde picks it up now. Looking for a decent ball in. Time to deliver. And it's De Jong. Mbappe. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Tchouaméni played towards the other side. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played out towards the right wing. A chance to play it in. Camavinga. He's cut it out, and it's played forward. Yamal. Rafinha. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. De Jong. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Alexander-Arnold gets it away. Tries the cross. Danger averted for now. Alexander-Arnold. Howson forwards and with intent. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior, and here's Mbappe. Camavinga. That's tidy. Oh, this is a great position. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's heaved it away. It'll be a throw-in. De Jong. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Oh, sweet feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Rafinha puts a cross in. Oh, shot a goal! That's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior knocks it out wide. Pedri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yamal. De Jong. Balde. And it goes cross-field. Camavinga. Howson, aim forwards. Chouameni. Pedri, gently done. Rafinha. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Balde. Oh, that's neat. Balde, now here's the delivery. And that was very necessary. Camavinga. Chouameni. Howson. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. Camavinga played into space. Camavinga. Now can he find a finish? Chooses to go back. Nice control. Can he deliver? Camavinga. Foot in. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Mbappe! Big chance! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Pedri. Yamal. Oh, good spread. Looking for a decent ball in. Plays it across. That's an excellent interception. Chouameni. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Chouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior spread out to the left. And back out it comes. Araujo. Yamal. De Jong moved on forwards. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And here's Lewandowski. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. There are a few waiting for it. That's good play. Proves too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Koundé, Yamal chasing after it. Balde. Yamal. De Jong. And here's Rafinha. Martin. Now it's Yamal. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Pedri. Rafinha. Shot, surely! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Araujo. Vinicius Junior shifted upfield. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Great defending, strong and determined. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. He's looking unstoppable. Lovely bit of skill. Camavinga. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not the best of headers. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. Camavinga. Played back in. Cleared away. Traumeri. Camavinga. Played into the middle. Ter Stegen claims it without any fuss. Araujo. Barcelona getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Yamal. Pedri. De Jong. Rudiger forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. That's really well manoeuvred. Al Kubasi does really well to win the ball there. De Jong. Rafinha. Pedri. Aim forwards. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Tchouaméni. Played out wide. Koundé attempts a clearance. Lovely feet. Tchouaméni. And here's Camavinga. Might be danger here. Turns and goes back. And here's Vinicius Junior. Ah, such a clever touch. Vinicius Junior. He's still got it, needs help. Oh, that is asking for trouble. De Jong gets good distance on it. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Araujo gets rid without sophistication. And it's going to be another corner. And it's been taken short. So who's he picking out? Alexander-Arnold. Rafinha. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Lewandowski. Oh, cracking ball. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Rodrigo. And it's played forward. Ter Stegen, long ball by the goalkeeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. De Jong makes the interception. Yamal, oh, that's well done, really robust. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And it's Pedri. And the shot! That's going to go a long way. De Jong. Balde. That's very neat. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Rodrigo gently done. Aim forwards. Mbappe. Balde. Yamal. Barcelona going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Martin. Martin, now he's got space here. Cross from Rafinha. That has been knocked clear. Balde tries a cross. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Well, played right into his path. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold, played over towards the opposite flank. And here's Mbappe, and here's Rodrigo. Yamal. Balde. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. De Jong. Koundé. And it's played forward. Rodrigo. Rodrigo forwards and with intent. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Camavinga did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. Played out to the right. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Rafinha. Yamal. Araujo. Balde. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Yamal. De Jong. Over to the left. He is just caressing the ball. And it's De Jong. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Rodrigo. That's really well manoeuvred. Great run on the overlap here. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. De Jong. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Balde tries making a foray down the right. Oh, nice touch. Yamal. Pedri. Yamal. Martin. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Pedri. De Jong. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played out to the left flank. Koundé clears it away. Martin. Rafinha. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior, gently done. Oh, it's a great... Rodrigo! Well, that is rather wayward. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Pedri. And it's Balde. Very nicely done. Yamal. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Out to the left it goes. Koundé. De Jong. Martin. That's a nicely shaped ball. Lewandowski. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's come loose. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Balde. What a throw in. Now it's Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo has found the net here, of course. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha, that's an imaginative pass. Balde. And the keeper has it. De Jong. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga, aim forwards. Mbappe! Another big chance that gets away.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Played into the box. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vinicius Junior's cross. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Lobbed in behind. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Pedri goes short. And it's Pedri. Alexander-Arnold tries to clear. And it's hoisted clear. Pedri. Balde. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Back it goes. Yamal shoots! Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Kustami. Pedri. Martin. Rafinha. Martin, Rafinha succumbs to the pressure. Eder Militao, Howson, Rodrigo, Alexander-Arnold, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Martin, Rafinha. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. Araujo. De Jong. Martin. Played towards the other side. Balde. Yamal. That is lovely. And it's Pedri. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Straight into the wall. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's Martin. Rafinha. Rafinha. That's tidy. De Jong. Now it's Rafinha. Pedri. Decent chance! Gets it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedri. Balde. Good work on the right flank here. Referee's given a throw. De Jong. Nice control. Pedri. Plenty waiting in the middle. Yamal. A chance to play it in. Crosses it in. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game